Hi, and welcome back to Stretch and Catch. Today we have Jane again with us, and what we're going to do is we are going to have you see the progression from Jane stretching, catching words for spelling to when she's going to actually use the stretch and catch strategy in her reading. So what we've done today is we're going to start with, let's see, feature 4 words, so they're short I words. But we're going to use also feature 3 words because I'm going to introduce this feature to her. What I've done is I've taken several words from feature 3 and feature 4, and you can find it on page 61, again, of Teach Your Child to Read in Less Than 10 Minutes a Day. And she's going to read the words from cards. So I'm first going to show you the cards, and then I'm going to show Jane the cards so that you at home can see exactly how I do this. Are you ready, Jane?
Yeah.
You can sit more comfortably, honey. Are you okay? Are you ready? Okay. So the first word I'm going to show Jane is, so again, this would be a review. Okay, Jane. Now what I want you to do, I'm going to model this for you first. When you come to a word that you don't know automatically, and you want to, you're going to need to stretch and catch it. So I see 3 sounds, and in my head, I'm going to say in my head, which you're going to say in yours, I see an E in this word, right? Okay. So first she wants to look for the pattern. That's a really important thing, and it's going to get more important as we get farther into our stretch and catch patterns. But for right now, Jane, you're going to look at this word and watch what I'm going to do. I looked at it. I see 3 letters. I also see an E, and what I know right now is E says egg, again using those keywords, and I'm going to stretch it and then catch it. This is where the catching piece comes. So I'm going to again model for you. Ready? Okay. Beg. So do you see how I did that with this word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I want you to try with the same word. Again, it's just putting it on a note card for her. Now you try to stretch and catch using the reading strategy. Now catch it so you know what word it is. Beg. Okay? So now we're going to try it again and see if she can do it on her own. Again, I'm going to use a review word, and I'll come back to beg again. I'm using this word. Okay, Jane, I want you to use your stretch and catch to read this word. With your fingers, can you stretch it? Show me how you stretch it with your fingers for each sound. So the first sound. Good. What's this letter?
D.
And what does a D say?
D.
Okay. Okay, so let's try again. What vowel do you see here?
E.
E. And then what does an E say?
E.
Like
Egg.
egg. Good. So let's try again. We're going to stretch and catch this again together. L. D.
Lead.
Very good. Lead. Okay. So notice she's going to get faster. She's never stretched and catched a word before for reading. So this is a really important strategy that you're going to use with your kids. That's how you would introduce it to them. You're always going to be their model. Okay, Jane, ready? Let's do another one again. To get her used to it, I really want her to review. So we're going to do this word. So Jane, this word, when you're looking at it, what vowel sound does it have?
E.
And the E is going to say? Like?
Egg.
I'm saying that to remind her because she's having a hard time remembering. Right, so every time she sees the E, I want her to think of egg so that it'll be correct, okay? So now I want you to stretch the word, and then you're going to catch it to find out what word it is.
Said.
Not said. Did we use the D sound at all? No. Okay, let's try again.
Set.
Very good. Give me 5. Awesome. The word was set. Okay. Again, we're going to review. And we're going to use this word. Okay, Jane. Show me how you stretch it and then catch it.
let.
Very good. Okay, so now that she kind of has the idea of how we use a reading strategy with stretch and catch, I'm going to introduce a new vowel. So I'm going to, since we just used let, I'm going to use this. So, oh, I'm sorry. This, silly me. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to show her these two cards. Okay, so Jane, tell me what's the first card you just stretched and catched was let, correct?
It has the E.
This has the E. And then I'm going to show her this card. Again, I was placing them just right down for her.
And the other one has an I.
Do you know what an I says?
I.
Do you know I like?
Ice cream.
Oh, okay. Well, ice cream says I, but they do both start. They both have an I in it, but this I says itch, and I always do this because it's part of a phonics in motion that kids really remember. Itch. Can you remember that? Itch, like you're itching. Right. So let's try this now. We're going to stretch and catch this word that she just is learning the short vowels too. So let's stretch and catch. Using your fingers, we're going to stretch, and then we're going to catch the word to find out what word we stretched.
It.
You can do it again.
Lid.
Okay, try again. Very close though.
It.
Okay, what letter is the end?
T.
Top.
It. Lit.
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 Watch what I do. Lit. Yeah. Okay, so again, anytime they get it wrong, just model it for them and move on. So she knows the difference, and I just use these similar words because I find that it's very helpful to a kid to see sounding out a word by stretching it and catching it with the only difference being the short vowel in that word. Okay, so we're going to try that again, and we're going to use these two words. Okay, and again, first I will use this word with her, and then I will introduce this card. Okay, Jane, can you stretch and catch this word?
Set.
Very good. What vowel was in this word?
E.
Okay, and an E says? As in?
Egg.
Good. Okay, I just, again, keep reminding them. The more you model, the more they say something, the more they will imprint it in their brain and really learn it. Okay, Jane, what's the difference between this word, set, and the new word? And again, the new word is this. Okay.
It has an I in
It has an I, and what does an I say?
it.
And what, like what did we just learn? It, like in,
Igloo.
or itch.
Itch.
Can you remember itch? Itch. Igloo is correct too. But we're going to remember itch, like we're itching. We're so itchy. Okay, it's just helpful to remember it that way. Okay, Jane, so now I'm going to have you stretch and catch the new word. Can you help me here? Stretch it. Let me see your finger. Stretch it and then catch it.
It.
Okay, now stretch it again if you don't know it.
It. Sit.
Very good stretching and catching. Now do you see why your child needs to catch a word? They catch it because what I noticed in all the years of teaching kids to read is that they can easily stretch a word or sound a word out when they're reading a book, but what they couldn't do is then catch the word. So if you're practicing stretching and catching when you are simply doing your spelling, then that in turn helps them when they're actually using it for reading. Okay, thanks so much.